So now we're going to be talking about control blocks in Scratch. Control blocks help control how, when, and how much all the other blocks work. They're often used with sensing blocks, which we'll cover in this session a little later, and operators, which we'll also cover in another session, because they use outside information to help control the sprite. Any questions? Are you raising your hand? You need control in your programming, because without control, your programs can't implement logic, and you can't make more complicated games without using logic. For example, in Mario, you have to say, if touching Goomba, die. If you don't use those control blocks, then nothing would happen because it has no idea what to do once it's touching a Goomba. Okay, any questions with that? Okay, so then there's kinds of control blocks. We've already experimented with the wait block. The repeat block tells you to wait to repeat a certain line of code a certain amount of times or until something happens. Repeat this tells you how many times to do it, and repeat until tells you repeat until a condition is met. Then forever loops are basically repeat loops that go on infinitely. For example, repeat, it's never going to stop doing the code. Now, if blocks tell the sprite to do something based on certain conditions, like the example I used earlier, if Mario, and the condition would be, if Mario's touching Goomba, then Mario would die. And there are the clone blocks. The clone blocks they're kind of like the static blocks, but they move. The clone blocks let the sprite create an exact copy of itself, and then that copy of itself, once you put the one I stored as a clone block, everything under that block, that's what the copy of it will do. Any questions with those? You have questions? Like, what don't you know? Okay. Okay. So basically, this thing tells the sprite to repeatedly move forward, and then it's going to go the other way once it touches the edge. So basically, I'm going to show you this. This is a very simple program. I'm going to open a new project.
You don't have to see it.
Okay.
Just click on it.
So basically, this is what the program does. Okay, so here's the code you have to make. Does anyone have any questions on what they're supposed to do? Does anyone have any questions? questions of what they're supposed to do?
Everyone got that, guys? Alright. So,
Okay, so now work with your groups to do this code.
so it's kind of like an